they're starting off very much like we had expected, banging away from the baseline. Andre Agassi coming up with a good backhand passing shot.
Underrated part of Andre Agassi's game. He's got one of the best backhand as well as forehand overheads in the game. And here's an example of it right here. He comes in on a good deep approach. Jim just doesn't get the ball high enough, and Andre will eat those up if you give him an overhead like that.
Andre staying right on top of that baseline, does not like to back off of it, takes his balls on the rise. Now he sees the short ball comes in, runs around the backhand, and he'll just get right on top of it and drive it down the middle of the court.
Courier does not let Agassi off the hook, and he breaks. And that's where Agassi has to be welcome. He holds at love.
Agassi sees the short ball, comes into the net. Short one forehand down the line. Wrong foot's Jim Courier.
Excellent play by Jim Courier. Took a little bit off the first serve, although it was still a 108-mile-an-hour serve. Took it out wide to Andre's backhand. Set himself up for the inside-out forehand. Saw that he had the opening. Nice volley cross court.
Points like that at the U.S. Open.
It looked as though Andre Agassi had command of that point. He ended up getting a short ball in the middle of the court, but then he volleys short to Jim Courier, and Jim just passes too well and just clipped the top of the tape.
Agassi holds to start the second. There's a forehand from Agassi.
And as everyone knows, the toughest game to finish off is that game when you're serving for the set. So he'd like to get himself at least in that position. Here's that forehand that I was talking about. This one's an inside-out forehand.
Agassi's been able to hit forehands for winners from the baseline, but that time he lines this backhand up, sees his opening, and drills it. And Jim Courier was not that far away from that backhand. He hit it so hard that Jim could just not track it down. Agassi showing good reflexes on the baseline. Courier tries to sneak in to try to end the game a little bit quicker. He gets the volley, but he was jammed. Agassi hit the ball hard enough where he couldn't get into position for the volley.
Third break point for Agassi. Second set. Agassi's alive, and we are on serve in the second set.
Agassi leads 5 games to 4.
When you talk about handling a volley that jumps off the net well, that is taking it to all new levels. Watch this here. Here's Andre hitting his forehand. Here's Jim. He's about to get down suddenly. Quick reaction up and just slams away the overhead.
exchange shots in that point. Normally on a break point, you think guys would start hitting a little more tentatively. No way, not these two guys. A short ball, first of all, it's difficult enough to dip it into the court, but to hit it as hard as he did for a clean winner, spectacular point.
Well, this would be a remarkable escape. He has saved 2 break points.
Courier, who was the angry young man, but he won the point. Watch what happens here when Jim Courier wins this point. Runs around his forehand. It's a heavy forehand down the line with a lot of spin. Yeah.
Courier.
That was a great get by Jim Courier, but this is an incredible recovery right here by Andre Agassi.
And it was an even more incredible miss. The wide open court.
Something now, Vitas.
6-5
really upset
Courier.
That he missed that forehand volley now.
And you got to give Andre Agassi a lot of credit. Not only does he come in, takes the opportunity, he's bold, he comes in for the approach shot, but he attacks this volley. He doesn't come out tentatively, punches through it at a very critical part of the tiebreak. Tonight, but I didn't expect anything of this caliber. Tremendous point. Andre Agassi, point blank again, gets down, plays the ever so delicate drop volley, touches the top of the tape, and comes over. Great footwork. He got down so well to it, watched it go over, seemed to hang for an eternity, and went over.
I love you, Mom!
Agassi, 7-6.
Remarkable recovery.
John, you make a good point. Herm is mentally very tough, and I like the way he's conducting himself now. He had a duck forehand volley for a set point in the second set. He's coming out.
Well, I wouldn't call it a duck.
Well, it was okay. It was pretty easy. He should have made it. And he's right back fighting away.
This is some forehand pass that Jim Courier just hit. Looked like the ball was by him, and he just little flick of the wrist. Great angle.
Courier leads.
And on his
2 games
sixth
below.
break point, he succeeds.
I think the mistake Andre made here is he hits a shot, it clips the net, and he continued to move forward. And Jim picked up on that and saw that, and he really didn't have to hit that great a lob in order to win the point. He basically knew all he had to do was get it in. You don't often hear the word beautiful touch when you talk about Jim Courier's shots, but this was an example of some great feel right here. Look at this. Between the service line and the baseline, gently caress the ball over the net.
Right now, I think it would be dangerous for Andre Agassi to think 5th set. Will I have enough energy? If he doesn't win this set, there ain't going to be no 5th set. And right now, he's got to play his style of tennis that's gotten him to this round in the event.
That's what you call really running around a backhand here. He was almost in his chair. Well, you talk about an incredible forehand on the run. Well, this is a great example of it. Andre on the full run, rips it cross court, surprises Courier. Double break point to go at the break in the 4th.
Good kicker. And now Courier's going to try to attack him to the backhand side with a short backswing with the wrist. You saw him coming over and drill it cross court. And you can see a contrast in how he played the last 2 points. On the break point, he was much more defensive. He just tried to slice the backhand back. In this one, on the very first serve, he took his forehand, whacked it, took the initiative in the point, and ends it with a winner.
Breaks back. We have to give Agassi's return a lot of credit to win that point.
Well, Ted, you were talking earlier about taking the ball on the rise. This is a great example of that. Andre took that backhand on the rise, really knifed that backhand volley cross court for the winner. That was just
15,
great power
30.
and touch exhibited by both players. Here's Courier coming in, dinks it cross court. Andre runs up, hits the tape, just bounces over, and that's great touch to be able to hit that good a shot off that net. Here's the reaction when he saw the ball go in.
You see behind Agassi, it was only 74 miles an hour.
Well, if Andre Agassi was talking here, he'd be saying, try coming in on this return of serve. What a blast off the forehand.
Too good.
30-40.
Great timing here by Jim Courier. Keeps the ball fairly low, not as low as he liked, but there, just waits the ball just at the right moment, lets it go. Well, I think Andre Agassi's shown that he's a lot fitter than people realize. He's played at a very high level for 3 hours and 45 minutes. And he's still fighting to the bitter end. So even if he loses this game, it's not going to be, I don't consider this a total negative for Andre Agassi.
22, 3 aces in this game.
40-15.
2 match points for Courier.
Quiet, please. Thank you. Quiet. Game, set, match, Courier.
And Jim
6-3,
Courier is in
6-7,
the
6-1,
semifinals of the U.S.
6-4.
Open, where he will face Pete Sampras.